everyone. We're going to take a look at the FPEA 2021 Life Planner. The cover this year is quite beautiful. We love it. The back cover is a very similar cover. It's just the back end. The planner itself is 8.5, almost 9 inches wide, and then 11 inches tall. And the coil and the thickness of the planner is about 1 inch, a little less than 1 inch. And the coil's at right about exactly 1 inch. So we're going to look through the actual planner. So when you open the page, the first page we have here is you can write your information down, so it says whose planner it is. This page is where you can write you and your family's favorite things for the year or for eternity, whatever. We have movies, shows, other, food, read alouds. Those are fun things to write down. And then at the beginning of each tab, we're going to give you one bullet journal page. Some of them will be grids alternating with squares. So this one's a grid. And then the beginning of each section has one laminated tab and then an inspirational page. So this one is say something wonderful is about to happen. This section is our year, so we're going to look at that. So the first pages you get are a year at the glance for 2020, from January to December. And then you get the same thing for 2021, a full year. Just looking at the monthly calendar. And then this year is your homeschool year. So if you're planning your year at the beginning, these are the things you're going to want to write down. Your curriculum, classes, electives, co-ops, resources, and then we have left this one blank for whatever you'd like to put in here. And then we add details with graphics and artwork throughout the planner. And the paper is really nice and very colorful. And so that's the very first section. So it goes straight into June. It begins with June, and then we have another bullet journal here, and this one is the square grid, and then another inspirational page, and then the theme for June is going to be this color theme, and then of course the seahorse. And so the first one you get is your monthly layout, and then on the monthly layout we've included some major holidays such as Father's Day, Flag Day, and then our FPEA events. Now, at the time this was printed, that was before the COVID situation, so some of the FPEA events dates may have altered, so you're going to want to always check the FPEA website or the mobile app for the most up-to-dates, because this one right here is incorrect at this time. It has been shifted to a different date. And then you come to your weekly layout. And your weekly layout is going to be the same theme, coloring wise. And then on your left hand side, you're going to get 2 habit trackers. You can enter whatever habit you want to track, whether it's fitness, Bible reading, drinking water, whatever. And then you track your habits there. Then some notes section, and then notes section along the bottom. And then it's a horizontal layout, obviously. And then we've included 3 horizontal sections. Some people use those for morning, afternoon, evening. You might use these for your children, each one. Some people do it per, work, children, family, that sort of thing. And then these squares are 1.5 inches roughly, or actually it's 1 3/4 almost. These squares are very similar to like the Erin Condren size. So if you are the type of person who likes to use stickers to decorate their planner, you can do that in this. There's a lot of stickers that will fit this planner as well. And then the monthly or the weekly layouts continue on until you get to the end. When there is a month change within the week, it's going to have a color change, so you'll see that the next month starts here. And then at the end of every month you get one page that says your reading. So this is must read, and you can write down the books that you're reading, whether it's your books, your family books, children's. You can write the information about the books there. Then we offer a field trip section. You can write down the field trip name, date, information here. And then we have a place for birthdays. You might want to write down whose birthdays are that month. And then this section, this page, we've included a budget at a glance. And then on this page, we've included lots of little blanks so you can fill in and customize your own budget. We've included a meal planning again this year. It goes Monday to Sunday vertically, and then horizontally is your week of the month. So we give you 4 weeks that go across, and then we break it down on breakfast, lunch, dinner. So you can do meal planning for the entire month here. And then you would do your shopping list for the entire month here as well. You can tear this out or photocopy it or take a picture. This helps you plan for your meals for the month. On this page we have monthly chores and home projects. You can write down your tasks and the children and the day they did them or the day they do them. Household needs, who does them and what they are. Your projects for the month. They could be any kind of projects that you're doing. On this section, this is a more inspirational page. You can write down your family goals here or your personal goals. Right here we've included a section to write down inspiration. You can draw. You can put down anything that inspires you here, anything that you want to remember for the month. We've included this thought bubble right here for that idea. And then similar thing here, you can write down your ideas that you either had, things you're thankful for, whatever you want to put there is a good place to do that. And so that is your month ending. And then of course you're going to start your next month. And since every month is the same, we'll just look at the inspirational pages for each month and the color theme. So July is this yellowy orange with oranges, and then the month matches as well. And then the weekly layout matches as well. So we're going to go all the way to the end, and you're going to have the same pages. They're just going to match the theme for the month. And so then we're going to come to August. August is like this purpley pink color with palm tree, and the month matches as well. And then your weekly layouts, that's what that looks like for August. September is going to be this dark reddish color with a yellow accent. And then same thing for the weekly layouts. And then for the end pages, same thing. Color theme is the same. Let's look at October. October is a pineapple with a similar orange color. And this is October's weekly layout and October's end month pages. And then November is a purpley blues with like a dark purple eggplant color. And then matching theme as well. And then the end pages also coordinate as well. And December is a blue with a flower. It's a dark blue with a light blue accent. The colors throughout this are quite beautiful. We think you'll like it. And the paper feels really nice. So if that kind of thing, if you care about that kind of thing, we did pay attention to that detail as well. And then in January, we have another inspirational quote, and it's a wave, and the color here is quite beautiful. And then we have our cruise dates on this monthly layout. And then here's a look at the January weekly layout. And these are the inspirational pages at the end. February is a teal with surfboards. And then this is a look at February's monthly layout. And then the February inspirational meal planning pages. Here is March. It's the bee, the pink flamingo on the Great Lawn of Life, and it's a cute little pink flamingo. And then the coloring theme matches for March. And these are your meal planning end pages for March. And then April is a blue with seashell. And these are the weekly layouts. And this is the end pages. And then the last month you have is May, and it's this real pretty light green. And this is the monthly layout for May. And then the weekly layout. And the end pages are matching. So at the end of the year, at the end of May, this calendar runs June to May. Or I'm sorry, it runs May to May, I believe. No, June to May. And then on these, we give you a June, July, August, and September of 2021 to do some planning ahead. That way you can overlap your planners. After that, we give you a similar page for planning that was at the beginning of the year to plan your next year. So you would plan what classes and curriculum you might want to do with your kids next year. You would do that here. We have included 2 adult coloring pages, Hibiscus and Lighthouse. And then the next section is vacation planning. Again, another bullet journal page. And then this section has, we give you one page for, well, it's one section for vacation planning. And you can put your itinerary in, what to do before leaving. So 2 pages for that. And then the next one is called Summer Playlist. This is the things you could use this for anything. You can use that for things you've done in the summer, what you want to do, reading lists. It could be anything, where you want to go. You can customize that yourself. Staycation ideas, places you want to visit close to home and do at home or do around home for your staycation. And then we give you 2 staycation pages, similar things, what you need to do before you go, what to bring, notes, where you're going, the itinerary. Now this is really quite custom, obviously. This is specific to FPEA. This is FPEA convention planning. So this is really awesome for if you are planning on attending convention. It helps you remember the things you need to do and what you have done as far as registering, the things you want to register for. Gives you a section for budgeting, accommodations, audio recordings, events, meals, extras, and then we have a section for notes. And then on this side, we have a section for, you can write down what sessions you want to attend or what sessions you did attend, vendors, who you want to visit, curriculum, what curriculum you want to look at. And then a section for outside the hotel. So if there's things you want to do in Central Florida or Florida, if you're not from Florida, things you want to do outside the hotel. And then another bullet journaling page. And this section is home and family. So let's look at that. On this section, we have given you daily tasks. You can write down the things you do daily. You write down those things like walk the dog. This might be helpful for children, small children, teens, things they need to do every day. And then things you want to do every week to remember what you want to do weekly. It might be, what zones in your home you're cleaning or washing the car or whatever, what have you. And then quarterly tasks, we've broken them down January, February, March, April, May, June, July through September, October through December. And then annual tasks, that might be things like pressure washing the side of the house or something. Anything you do annually, you would write that down here. And then in this section, we give you a planner for the holiday. And this holiday is 4th of July or Independence Day. This is neat, so it helps you plan your meals if you're going to have any kind of parties or get-togethers or what have you. A shopping list for those things, as well as like on this side we have decorations, traditions, more things to do. And so this helps you plan your holidays. And we have included the 4th of July. We've done the same pages for Thanksgiving. We have done the same pages for Christmas. So you get the same information, but for Christmas, we have included additional pages, cards, who you've sent them to, decorating checklists, decorating shopping lists, traditions. And then if you go to parties and events, these are a great place to write down which parties you're going or have went to, and then holiday plans. We've done a page for Easter, same thing. And then on these 2 pages, we have a gift giving checklist. So this one's for birthday specific, and we give you a place for the name, the gift, the amount, and whether you bought it, made it, wrapped it, that little checklist. And then the same thing, but for holidays. So this page, birthdays, this page, holidays. And then this section is for stocking and canning schedule. So if you like to do some canning, this is a full calendar to plan that, plan your canning schedule and what you've planned or what you plan to do, maybe what you might grow to do that, and things you need to get and what month you want to do it. This is blank enough for you to use it how you'd like to customize it. Then we give you a pantry basics. This helps you stock up your pantry for the year or quarterly or whatever you like to do. It just breaks it down into very common things, non-perishable and perishable. This section is for, you take a look at your year and you're like, well, I want to keep these things because these things were good ideas and they were successful, and these are what we would like to change. This page is a hurricane planning page, and being in Florida, this is always a good thing to have because this helps you get prepared for the year or make sure that you have everything you need in case there is a hurricane. A little checklist, and then a contacts page, 2 pages of that, and then another bullet journaling for this section. This section is specific to homeschooling. Now, you don't have to use this planner for homeschooling. Anyone can use this planner because it just has some fantastic things in it. But this section is specific to Florida, or for homeschooling. Some of the items will be specific to Florida. These sections specifically is very specific to Florida. It includes a reminder of what your responsibilities in the law is, just a short reminder of that. And then a section to write down your up to 4 children's evaluation information. You can write the name, your anniversary date, when the portfolio is due or done, or whatever you want to write about that. Evaluation, evaluator name, and contact information would be good to put there. And we do up to 4 of those. This section is just about the resources that FPEA offers. Little reminders of events, publications, the podcast. This section is really neat if you have upcoming high schoolers or you do have a high schooler. This is a roadmap for high school, so it gives you the things that you need to do during each grade. So 8th grade planning, 9th grade planning, 10th grade, and so on and so forth. This is a great resource for that. And then a little section about high school as a reminder. Now, we have also included a form section. Each form you will see in here will have the back page will be like this watermark so that you can tear it out and use it. We give you a letter of intent form you can use. You can copy it if you like. We gave you a home evaluation form. You can copy it or you can just use it, simply use it. We also gave you a termination letter if you are either moving out of the county, your child has completed their education program, you have changed your method, whether going to private or public school, you're going to need to use a termination letter, and we've given you one of those. This is a high school credit tracking worksheet. This helps you track your high schoolers' credits through 9th grade to 12th grade. This is an official high school transcript. This page does have a back page that you can use. So you can use this for your transcript, and there's more information you can do on the back. This is a volunteer log. Of course, this is probably not going to be submittable for Bright Futures, but you can still use it to track your own log and then transfer it or what have you to a different compatible form for Bright Futures. And then just some reminders again of the things we offer. FPEA offers the podcast and our history bundles. This is a daily weekly log. This is, you do this by subject, cross by dates, and here's the student's name and what week. Of course, you can copy these. And then the last page is some save the dates. And again, as mentioned earlier, some of these dates may have changed because of the different kind of year we've had. Everyone knows about the COVID year. So these dates may or may not be good. As they stand, some of them are still good. But you always want to check the website just in case anything changes. In the mobile app, that's the perfect place. So that is a look at our new planner. If you'd like to get the planner, it is available on our website. at www.fpea.com/store, or you can email the office at office@fpea, and I can send you a link to where to purchase this, and I'll also have a link in the description box. Thanks.